before we start, imagine finally leaving one of the most emotional BTS concerts in years. The lights are gone, the music has stopped, Mexico City is slowly falling quiet again, and everyone expects the members to return to normal. But the moment BTS arrived in California, fans immediately started noticing something strange about Jungkook. He looked quieter, softer somehow, and every single time Taehyung moved, Jungkook's eyes seemed to follow him automatically again. At first, ARMY thought maybe they were overanalyzing things. But then more videos started appearing online. Airport clips, hotel arrivals, small backstage moments, and suddenly fans everywhere started saying the exact same thing. Jungkook feels different around Taehyung after Mexico. Welcome back to Taekook fans, the place where we talk about the most emotional, unforgettable, and viral moments from the world of BTS and Taekook. And trust me, what fans noticed in California after the emotional Mexico finale might be one of the softest Taekook stories yet. Because this wasn't loud fan service. It wasn't chaotic flirting. It wasn't even a huge viral stage moment. It was quieter than that. And somehow, that made fans even more emotional. The moment BTS landed in California, hundreds of fans were already waiting outside. Even after the emotional Mexico concerts ended, ARMY still followed every movement online. People wanted one last glimpse of the members before the next schedule began. And honestly, the members looked exhausted. Not physically only, emotionally too. Mexico had clearly been intense for everyone. The final concert especially felt emotional from beginning to end. Fans were still replaying the final Taehyung and Jungkook hug under the purple confetti non-stop online. TikTok edits were everywhere. Twitter timelines were flooded with emotional clips. And while all that was happening online, fans started noticing something in real life too. The moment Jungkook stepped into the airport area in California, he immediately looked around, almost searching for someone. Then, a few seconds later, Taehyung appeared behind him, and Jungkook's entire expression changed instantly. It wasn't dramatic, but fans noticed the small smile immediately. That soft little smile Jungkook gets when he suddenly looks shy. The clips spread online within minutes. And suddenly fans started comparing his behavior to Mexico again. Because during the final concert night, Jungkook had reacted the exact same way every time Taehyung looked at him. Nervous, smiling, looking down, trying to hide his reaction. And now, somehow, the same energy seemed to continue in California too. As the members walked through the airport, fans noticed Jungkook kept slowing down slightly whenever Taehyung fell behind. At one point, Taehyung stopped briefly to wave toward fans near the barricade. The other members kept walking ahead. But Jungkook? He slowed down immediately, then turned around to wait for him. It was such a tiny moment, easy to miss completely. But once fans noticed it, they couldn't stop replaying the clip, because it felt automatic, natural. Like Jungkook wasn't even thinking about it consciously anymore. And honestly, that's exactly why the moment became emotional online. Fans weren't reacting because something huge happened. They were reacting because the interaction looked real. The California clips kept spreading all day. And the more videos fans watched, the more they started noticing a pattern. Jungkook constantly seemed aware of where Taehyung was. If Taehyung disappeared behind staff members, Jungkook immediately glanced around searching for him again. If Taehyung laughed at something nearby, Jungkook's attention shifted toward him automatically. And strangely, Taehyung seemed just as aware of Jungkook too. At one point outside the hotel entrance, fans captured a moment where Taehyung quietly leaned closer to say something to Jungkook. Nobody knows what he said, but Jungkook's reaction instantly made fans lose their minds online. He lowered his head, started laughing quietly, then covered his face for a second like he suddenly became shy again. ARMY recognized that reaction immediately, because it looked almost identical to the way Jungkook reacted during the emotional Mexico concert moments. That's when fans really started believing something had changed emotionally after Mexico. Not in a dramatic way, not in a scandalous way, just emotionally. Like the final concert somehow made them softer around each other afterward. And honestly, the timing made the whole thing feel even more emotional. because Mexico had already felt like a goodbye. The final concert atmosphere was overwhelming. Fans crying, purple lights everywhere, the members becoming emotional on stage, and, of course, that unforgettable final Taehyung and Jungkook hug that completely broke the internet. So when fans suddenly saw Jungkook acting quieter and more attached to Taehyung afterward in California, people immediately connected the two moments together. Some fans even started saying Jungkook looked protective toward Taehyung now. Not aggressively, not obviously, just subtly. Small things. Waiting for him, walking beside him, checking behind to make sure he was still there. The kind of behavior that feels almost unconscious. And somehow, those tiny moments became more emotional to fans than huge, dramatic fan service ever could. Because they didn't feel performed for cameras. They felt human. Later that night, more videos appeared from outside the hotel area. Fans waited for hours hoping to see the members one more time. And eventually, Taehyung and Jungkook briefly appeared together again. The moment was short, only a few seconds long. But once again, fans immediately noticed how close they stayed to each other. Not overly obvious, not trying to attract attention, just naturally close. At one point, Jungkook quietly turned toward Taehyung while staff members spoke nearby. Taehyung smiled at him softly, and Jungkook instantly smiled back in that same shy way fans had been noticing all day. The clips exploded online almost immediately, and once again, fans everywhere started repeating the same sentence. He really does seem different around Taehyung after Mexico. That's what made this entire California era feel so emotional online. Not because fans believed some huge dramatic secret was happening, but because the energy between them suddenly felt softer, more careful somehow, like both of them were emotionally exhausted after Mexico, and naturally finding comfort in each other without even realizing cameras were watching. Longtime BTS fans know Taehyung and Jungkook have always shared a close bond. Over the years, fans have seen playful chaos, wild concert moments, laughing fits, jealous reactions, and countless viral taekook clips. But California felt different emotionally. Quieter, less chaotic, more genuine somehow. And maybe that's why fans became so attached to these tiny moments. Because instead of loud fan service, people were seeing silence, eye contact, small smiles, waiting for each other without thinking. And honestly, sometimes those are the moments that feel the most real. As more edits flooded TikTok and Twitter, fans started calling California the aftermath era, because it felt like the emotions from Mexico never fully ended. Instead, they quietly followed Taehyung and Jungkook into the next city. Even now, fans continue replaying the California clip, searching for small details they missed the first time. The way Jungkook looked back for Taehyung, the way Taehyung smiled whenever Jungkook got close, the way both of them somehow kept ending up beside each other naturally all day long. And maybe none of it meant anything huge. Maybe it was simply comfort, friendship, trust built over years together. But whatever it was, fans could feel the emotion behind it. And that's exactly why millions of people still can't stop talking about Taehyung and Jungkook after Mexico. Because sometimes, the quietest moments are the ones people remember forever. Thank you so much for watching Taekook fans. If you enjoyed this video and want more emotional BTS and Taekook stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another upload. And now we want to hear from you. Did you notice Jungkook acting different around Taehyung after Mexico too? Or do you think fans are simply becoming emotional after the final concert? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.